Well, good morning, everybody. It's the morning of day 5. Just woke up out of my tent. Yeah, you can't turn this thing around while I'm in the middle of making a video. So, I slept okay. It wasn't too bad. Legs are still a bit achy. Making myself a cup of coffee. Coffee and granola bar and some ibuprofen. That'll be breakfast for this morning. Kind of running out of liquid there. I got thirsty last night, but I guess if you need to drink, you need to drink. I'm only, I think, 8 or 10 miles from town, something like that, so that should be plenty of water to make it till there. I'm sure I'll find some place to fill up. But yeah, I'm just about to pack up and get moving, so I'll see you guys out there. Howdy guys, so got my camp all packed up. It's 10 a.m. so I'm hitting trail. Like, this doesn't look too bad. It literally turned in from a road, paved road, into this as soon as I crossed the Maryland-Delaware line. So I don't know how long it'll go like this. Pretty sure I'm going to hit a main road up here. I heard cars coming back and forth all night. This was a nice little secluded area, but at one point last night, a car pulled up, shined a light into the woods there a little bit, pulled up just a little ways, turned their lights off, and I thought for sure that they were going to come look for me, kick me out. Somebody had seen me on trail cam or something, I don't know. Heartwood Forest Fund. I believe I was in a state forest, so I'm not sure what the rules are for camping inside of state forests, but I laid there for a while awake, and then I heard a bunch of thuds and stuff, and I think it was somebody just stealing wood or loading up wood in the middle of the night on the side of the road there. So yeah, nobody messed with me, and I ended up falling asleep somewhere around 2 a.m. Not sure what happened to my phone. I charged it off my battery bank up to 98%. Then shut everything off and rolled over and went to sleep. Woke up this morning and it's at 51% with power saver mode on, which I keep the power mode on. But shit, that was at like 8 o'clock this morning, so 6 hours. It killed 50% of my battery, and it was, shut off, like sleep mode or whatever was on. Unless every time I moved or tossed and turned, it kept popping itself on and off all night, but still, 6 hours of streaming YouTube videos doesn't kill 50% of my battery, so I'm not sure what happened there. I checked my apps and stuff to see what was running. Nothing was running, uploading, downloading, nothing. So, who knows, I'll have to keep an eye on that. But, it sucked out pretty much, well, I've only got 2.5 chargers off of the 3000 mAh solar charger, and it pretty much drained it all the way down to a single bar. So I've got it on the pack charging in the sun right now, but it doesn't do a whole lot, not real fast. I haven't noticed anything. I've left it sit for 2 12-hour days in my truck in the direct sunlight, and it never even gained a single dot on the charge, so I'm not sure if it even charges the battery while the solar charger is active, or if you have to have a phone or something plugged in for it to start charging the device. I don't know. It just doesn't make enough of a difference for me to notice. So I'm glad I grabbed the extra battery bank, because that brings my total charges up to 5. If you're wondering why I'm getting such crappy charges, it's not that the battery banks are bad. It's that I bought the Moto G Power, which I think has the biggest battery capacity. That's what I searched for on Google, was a phone with biggest battery capacity. Found the Moto G Power with 5000 mAh. So, kind of like for an equivalent, I guess the iPhone 10 maybe was like 1820 mAh. So it's got almost, you know, over double the. I'm just waking up. I'm horrible with maths either. I'm really not. I just can't think right now because I'm walking and out of breath. But anyway, so more than double of the iPhone. So my battery charger should be getting 5 or 6 charges to normal phones, I would suppose. But I do like the phone though. I can stream YouTube videos all day long. And I only go through about 80% of the battery in about 12 to 16 hours of use. Plus I'll be on the phone, pulling up my GPS, making Facebook posts and these little videos and stuff, and it's usually on and still running in the background. So the phone's doing great. I got a waterproof, drop-proof, dust-proof case for it. They advertised that you could use it up to 1,000 feet underwater for an hour. But you know how my luck has been with waterproofing materials. Everything I bought that claimed to be waterproof has not been waterproof, with the exception of the tent, which I'm very thankful for. But yeah, I'm coming up to a road up here, so I gotta pop the GPS on and see which direction I gotta turn, and I should be to Denton, I think, in 7 or 8 miles. Maybe not even that much. I haven't actually measured it. I'm just kind of going off of what it looks like based on how far I've walked every other day. So shouldn't be too long. Be pulling into there. I've got, let's see, maybe a quarter of electrolyte mix left and 3/4 of water. 3/4 of a liter of water and 1/4 of a liter of electrolyte mix. Had a cup of coffee. So I think I'm good on water. I'm glad I brought the extra too, because shoo, man, I don't know. I sweat real bad, a whole lot. I'm just always thirsty. It seems like every single mile I'm having to take a sip, and I had to stop myself from taking big glug 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 drinks, because that's what's satisfying and that's what I want to do, but I have to keep just wetting my mouth because I really don't want to stop, especially after the water / milk dysentery. Wasn't actually dysentery, but I had pretty bad diarrhea. I'm a little weary to use my water filter and drink from, like, okay, so I know I'm gonna have to get it from like a running source, but like a moving, flowing body of water. But this still makes me nervous. And I usually like to brag about my iron stomach. I put anything in there and never get sick, but a little bit of weird ass milk did me in. Alright, well, I'm at this turn, or at the road, so I'll see you guys in a bit. What up, guys? So I have made it to Denton. It was a little bit closer than I had expected, only 6.4 miles, not 10 or 12 like I thought. Not too good at judging distances on my GPS by looking at it. Anyway, so judging off how far I was to how far Denton is, there's another town about another 6. Actually, I did measure this one. It's like 7.3 miles up. So I went ahead and stopped off at the Taco Bell because it was right on the trail, and I had already walked 6.4 miles and was done for the moment. I was starving. All I'd eaten this morning was a granola bar and a cup of coffee. So I stopped and got me some lunch. Was going to go into the Walmart to get some more food supplies, but I see the next town has a Dollar General. So I think I'm going to wait and try to hit the old cheapy health food store, as I like to call it. I guess if you buy healthy foods, every store is a health food store. Anyway, Denton's a pretty tiny little town. A bunch of nice little houses out here. It's supposed to be like 90 degrees today. I'm not too worried about it. I was pretty sweaty when I got into the Taco Bell. I got into the air conditioning and just froze. Like, it was uncomfortable sitting in there and eating. I almost went outside. But, so I was down to a half liter of water. Not sure where I'm going to refill everything. There's a city park up here right before I cross this little river. I'm hoping it has a water fountain, and I'll go ahead and refill all my water there. I refilled one bottle in the bathroom of Taco Bell, but a little queasy about drinking out of the bathroom from a public restaurant, which I guess isn't any worse than drinking out of a water fountain from a city park, but I don't know. It is what it is. You don't poop right next to a water fountain in a city park. At least most people don't. This is a nice house. Look at this thing coming up here. Hope you guys can see it. I like the pillars on the house, like the whole front porch area. It's nice. I wonder if you can walk out on the balcony up top. I see there's a railing there, but that might just be for decoration as part of the roof. I don't know. It's a nice house. Took a picture of another house I seen out on the back roads in the cornfields. It's an old farmhouse. A big farm operation around it, way off the road. Wondered what it looked like inside. I bet it's beautiful. But you never know. Kind of like a book. Don't judge a book by its cover. The old houses might look good on the outside. I mean, it would look kind of old and beat up, but you never know what the inside looked like. It could be all modern and brand new, or still, 1940s lead paint, wood paneling, and all that. Who knows? Like this house here. That's a nice house. Needs a good coat of paint. Geez, I bet that would be expensive, though. Should have brought some of my business cards, left it on the front porch. Yeah. Drive all the way back to Maryland just to paint someone's house. No thanks. Well, I don't know what the name of this next town coming up is. It didn't show on my GPS, just that it was a little city area. And I don't know really how to tell much from the GPS, except for when you come into a city, GPS color changes from green to like a concrete gray, which I imagine is city limits maybe. So there's something up here, some sort of little town, maybe not a full city, but a village, community. It has a Dollar General and stores, so yeah, that's the plan. I was only planning on making it to Denton, but again, Denton was a little bit closer, and it's only 1:30. GPS says it's like a 2.5 hour walk, 7.3 miles to this next town, so that'll put me up about my daily limit. But I want to get into this dollar store, like I said, so we'll see. I'd like to make it past the town into the wilderness, find a place to set up camp. But I don't know. I might end up hanging around town someplace. Maybe just find a park bench, sleep on that, so I'm right there in the middle of town. Let me find a park in this next town with a park bench, a water fountain, and a porta potty, and an electrical outlet, and I will be set. That's all I need in life right now. I don't even really need those things, but they're a nice luxury. There's another graveyard over there. I keep taking pictures of all the graveyards I pass. I don't know why I'm so fascinated with them, but I passed this little bitty one, teeny tiny graveyard, all gated off, but it was up. Somebody's been maintaining it, it was pretty nice. Imagine it's like a family graveyard or something being that small. The little area. Higgs or Hobbs, I think, maybe it was Hobbs I went through. It wasn't a town or a city, but it did have a name. And then I saw on the gravestones that it also said Hobbs. So I wonder if that area just belongs to a old time family or something. Who knows? I didn't go into the graveyard to see how old the graves and stuff were, although I do like to do that. Here's a convenience store. I don't need anything at the moment except for stuff from the dollar store. Although I'm always tempted to go in and buy a Gatorade or something when I pass these. I don't know. I might go in and buy a Gatorade actually. I'm kind of thirsty. I could always use some more fluid. I'll see you guys in a minute. Hey guys, what's up? So I am less than a mile from this next town outside of Denton. Still don't know what it's called. I am 13 miles in for the day so far. Got maybe a half mile, I think, left to the town. Going to stop at the Dollar General and resupply some things. Get some, hopefully some water and some more maybe different types of foods. I don't know. I'll take a look. Then I'm gonna try to make it to the other side of this town. It's a real small, teeny tiny town, probably another half mile long. It's nothing. And I'm gonna try to find some place to camp for the night, get my tent and stuff set up. It's already 4:12. I've been walking since like 10:30 this morning. Stopped and got lunch at Taco Bell. Stopped at a gas station, got a Gatorade, but that was 6 miles ago, and that Gatorade didn't make it this far. Yeah, so it's been a pretty good day. My legs aren't aching nearly as much anymore. I've only got one blister on one foot that's really bothering me right now, and that hasn't been bothering me up until maybe about the 11-mile mark. I think the sucker finally popped. There's cars coming up. Anyway, I think the thing finally popped. Now it's stinging, so I'm kind of walking on the side of my foot to avoid putting pressure on it. I have one of those medicated blister pads on there, but I don't know what happened to it. Maybe it shifted and scooted itself up. It's right at the, I don't know, like right underneath all of my toes. I don't know what part of the foot that is. It's not the heel, but the other ball of your foot. Not the big toe, but underneath all of the little toes. Right on the very dead bottom of the foot where I put all of my weight and pressure when I walk. So I'm sure my leg's gonna hurt tomorrow because I'm now walking on my heel and my pinky toe ball instead of my big toe ball. I don't know medical terms and such. Feet bones. One of those feet doctor peoples. So still walking on the side of the road though, but yeah, I've got to resupply at this town because it's looking like it's going to be a good 3 or 4 day hike till I get to the next town. So I don't like being that far in between towns. It makes me uncomfortable because I'm still kind of weary about pulling water out of, you know, the ground and using my filter, and I really haven't even seen a single opportunity to have even tried that yet. All the water around here is just sitting ditch water or pond water that's full of green scum. So definitely not messing with any of that stuff. I posted on the Facebook group for the American Discovery Trail. A couple of coordinators messaged me back, so that's kind of cool. I didn't even know there was a Facebook group. I was just walking down the road. This guy stopped, asked me, he was the first person to know. He was like, "Are you doing the ADT?" And I was like, "Yeah, I am actually." And he told me about the Facebook group. So I don't know what that guy's name is. I wished I wasn't such a rude asshole and had stopped to think about asking him his name and maybe taking a picture with him or something. But missed opportunities, I guess. I don't know if you ever see this, buddy. Thanks for the tip on the group. It looks like that might be pretty helpful. So I'm going to keep pushing. It's looking like traffic's getting a lot heavier, and I can see a crossroads up here, some buildings. So I guess I'm getting into town. Guess I'll be back after the Dollar General stop. Maybe on my way out of town or when I'm setting up camp. Either or. But alright guys, have fun. I'll see you later. Alright guys, so I made it to this little town here. I'm sitting out in front of the Dollar General. Just got some resupplies here. Fruit by the foot, granola bars, some more ramen noodles. I think I've got like 6 packs of tuna left, so I'm still good on that. Got me a protein shake, a little liquid nutrition. It's my favorite of all the nutritions. Luckily this Dollar General had a water fountain in there, and that was beautiful, ice cold water. I filled all my water bottles up with it. I've got probably, I don't know, it all just depends on how far I can push. So realistically I should be looking for a camp spot like now. It's 5 o'clock. It's going to be dark in about 2.5 hours, and it takes me about that long to get my stuff unpacked, get my tent set up, get some food cooking and all that. But there is a state park about 4.5 miles ahead of me. I'm already at 14 miles for the day, so I'm gonna try to push. I feel like crap, but that's kind of what this is all about, you know. You gotta, you know, strive to do better every single day. So I want to be hitting the 20 mile every day. 20 miles a day was kind of the goal, and I'm 5 days into it, and the biggest day I've had so far is a 14. But every single day I go another mile or two further, and those mile or twos are a little bit easier than they were the day before when I pulled over because I had to stop. So I think I'm okay for this next 4.5 miles, but it's going to take like an hour and a half, which will put me there at about 6:30. So I don't know if they're going to have any campsites. I might be pressed for time to get my stuff set up. I don't even know what this place is going to look like, but I've got water, I've got food, I've got everything I need riding on my back, so I'll be alright. Man, just going to push, so hopefully by the next time you guys see me, I'll be checking in with 18.5 miles for the day. You know, fingers crossed. See you guys. Alright guys, I seen something interesting here, so I'm walking back a little bit. But anyway, I'm actually walking this way. But if you see here, they look like dog footprints. You know, looks like 2 different ones, unless it's got a weird leg. But anyway, so I'm just walking, and I'm like, I wonder how many dogs this is that I walked through here, and I'm wondering what it was doing. And I started looking for some extra tracks, like maybe there's more than 1 dog. It does look like there's 2 different sizes, but then I come here. There's like deer tracks. You know, look, about the same age. I almost would say that they were made today. But yeah, they all kind of intertwine. I wonder what happened there. When the dog tracks disappear, they all go off into the woods somewhere. So I don't know. Dog, coyote maybe, like, who knows. I'm about 3 miles from the state park, and as you can see, it's getting kind of dusky already. A whole bunch of hay bales, and somehow they just stay in that little shed tonight. That'd be nice. Looks like it has electricity. I wonder what that thing's for. Probably just a little, I think a tool shed, but like, why would you need electricity in a tool shed? I don't know. Tap in and charge up my phone chargers and stuff. Alright guys, I'm going to keep pushing to this state park. I think I'm probably like 15, haven't checked before the video, but I'm probably 15.5 miles in, so I know that I have, oh look, here's the dog tracks. They picked back up. So I guess they didn't get the deer. But anyway, yeah, so this has been my biggest day so far. I'm kind of feeling myself right now, although my feet hurt. They're not as bad as they have been, so I'm able to keep going. I've stopped a couple of times today and rested for, well, probably an hour at lunchtime when I stopped at Taco Bell, and then 10-15 minutes at the dollar store. I sat down, packed my bag full of all my new snacks and stuff, and drank my protein shake and cooled off for a minute. And now I'm just heading down this little dirt road that I hope leads to a state park that has some camping areas. I've tried to call this campground 4 times since 11 o'clock this afternoon to see about reserving a camp space and seeing how much they were. Usually they're not super expensive. Adventures of a Crazy Vet, he was talking about one of the places he camped at was like 10 bucks a night or something, so I can't imagine it'd be bad. But when I was camping before the hike, I had read on the sites that you had to call and make a reservation. Now I've called 4 times today and they haven't answered the phone, and the last time was not 20 minutes ago. So there's no answer to the phone. I'm just going to walk in there and ask. If there's nobody guarding the campsite, I'm going to set up my tent and wait for somebody to come around and be like, hey, you need to pay. And I'm like, well, you guys need to probably collect then, you know. But yeah, it's been a good day. I'm fairly certain I got these 3 more miles in me. 3.5, something like that. Probably not even that much, who knows, I'll have to check. Coming up on some more farmland there. Alright guys, I'll be back when I get to the campsite. Whether or not it's a campsite or I just have to keep moseying on into the woods somewhere, but state park, here I come. Well, this is where I'm at. I'm a few thousand feet, not even maybe a quarter mile from the state park I'm going to try to stay at tonight. May have spoke too soon on the, you know, that 4.5 miles. I was like, I feel good. Maybe 2 miles back I died. I didn't stop. I kept moving because I'm running out of daylight and I've still got to set my tent up and everything. But man, I'm dead. I'm almost 19 miles in. By the time I hit this state park, I'll be over 19. And I don't know what's making those things move right now. Like, they're still going, but they died. Oh, they're screaming so bad. I just want to stop, but I could stop and rest. Every second I stop and rest is just that little bit of less time I have to set my camp up for the night. And I need every ounce of daylight I have. I have a headlight, which I'll probably end up using. But, shoo, this is tough. Alright guys, so I'll probably pop back in once I get here to the state park. See ya. Alright guys, so I have made it to camp. There's an electricity box. Yeah, so this is pretty ritzy. This is a lot better than the campsites I was camping in. Like the stealth camping stuff. At least here I can spread out. I don't have to be all super secretive. I'm sorry I have no shirt on. That thing is soaked and it stinks to the max. And I'm kind of like checking out all the red marks and wear marks from wearing this damn pack on my back all day. I don't know if that's a bone or not. Ah, man. So, 19 point something miles today. It wasn't over 19, but I was hoping for 20, but this is This is the campsite, you know, I'm not walking any further. It's not going to get any better than this. So 19 is the count for the day. I'm going to sit down because my legs hurt. It's getting dark, but I've got a fire pit, which is cool. I'm going to save myself some propane and probably start a little fire there and use that to make some ramen noodles and have some light. Probably going to set my tent up over here next to this power box. Let's go check that out, make sure that thing works. I hope it's a power box, that's what it looks like. I don't know. Yep, there's power, cool. So, I don't know, like the sign says it's like $33 a night to stay at one of these powered campsites, but I couldn't find anybody to pay. And so I guess I'll just set up. If somebody comes by in the morning to collect, I'll pay them. I don't like to pay, you know, $30-something to camp when I could do it for free a mile down the road, you know, but this place has a little bit more luxury, you know. I'm sure that there's water not far. I passed a water spigot on the way in, which is awesome. I can drink as much water as I want while I'm here, just completely overhydrate. I'll be puking up water all night tonight, watch. But yeah, I'm going to drink as much of that as I can. Fill all my water bottles back up tomorrow before I head out. I don't know what the Wi-Fi service, or not Wi-Fi, but I don't know what my cell phone service, my data's looking like here, so I might be able to post another video tonight. I might not. I'm going to try to get today's video edited and put together. I'm probably going to post my gear video tonight. I'm pretty proud though, man. 19 miles. Just a little bit shy of what my goal was of 20, but shit, that's still almost twice what I made on day one. Almost my goal for like an every single day thing. So I'm getting there, you know, like I died after 10 miles day one, and I'm 19 miles in it, and I died then too, you know, but I was able to push those extra couple of miles and make it here, and it was worth it. I feel great. I mean, well, my body hurts, but you know, like mentally, emotionally, I feel great. So I'm going to take these bad boys off, let them air out. I'm getting eaten alive by mosquitoes because I have no shirt on. But yep, I'm here. All right, guys, I'll see you.